So this is a presentation on the dairy industry dilemma by Sierra MacDonald. What is the problem? A huge issue in the dairy farming is animal activist groups. These are groups that try to represent the rights of animals. They present a lot of misleading information that will all be explained throughout the whole presentation. These groups trespass on private property, and in severe cases they have been known to let cows out as well as take animals away from the farm. They encourage everybody to go dairy free, which can be an issue for dairy farmers as they might have to start producing less milk as not enough people are wanting dairy products. They use derogatory words to define the way that we are treating our animals, such as sexually harassing our animals. I will show a bit of these clips there of farms that are not treating their animals correctly. This is from PETA, and not all farms should be run this way, and many of them are not. And these are the reasons that a lot of people are also turning away from dairies. They see these videos and they assume that all dairy farms are run like this. This is an example of a farm that would not be able to continue producing milk, as this would be audited and not be allowed. In our farm, we scrape our alleys 3 times a day, every single day. So this would not happen. Possible objections. So a lot of people ask, how can dairy farmers treat their animals so poorly? Well, this is a lot of the time it's not the case. Farms have to be audited to be able to run, and their farms have to be run a certain way. Why do farms breed cows artificially? Having a bull can create a lot of difficulty with diseases, so not having a bull can greater improve your disease control. If you want a specific bull to be bred to your whole herd, it will improve your herd quality. And why are cows taken away from their mother so early? Well, as the calf is sucking on their mother's teat, it will make a buildup of bacteria in their udder, which then the calf drinks, and the calf will get sick. So it's just not healthy. Holsteins are a very sensitive breed versus other breeds of cattle. A lot of common misconceptions that activists are putting out there on the social web. So here are some of the myths that they are spreading. The number one is that, well, they portray all this information and assume that all farms are treating their animals the same way. They say that organic farming is healthier for you, which is not true. That a lot of the farms don't give their cows adequate antibiotics, which is needed for the cows to be healthy, and they're not getting treatment when they're sick. Cows are given multiple hormones. This is another one that in Canada we are not allowed to give our cows hormones. In the US they are, but there's a lot of legal people trying to fight for that to be removed. Milk is full of pus and blood. This is very not true. The milk goes through a series of extreme filtering, and if a cow has mastitis or a blood alarm goes off, these cows are taken out immediately and given treatment in a separate pen. Cows are sexually abused. This is another thing with the artificial insemination, but it's just a way that we like to keep the barn free of diseases. And male calves are killed right away for veal. That's not true. A lot of these young calves are being sent to feedlots for them to be able to grow up and be more mature. So my personal connection to the dairy industry, I work at a dairy farm just out of Lacombe, and I chase the cattle. I'm with the cattle all the time. right up in their faces, like Betty Lou here. She's a very friendly cow, and I treat all cows the same with a lot of tender, loving care. The effect of activism on the dairy industry. Dairy farmers are constantly being harassed on social media and cyberbullied all the time. People are choosing to go dairy-free for the wrong reasons. They see the videos and they just assume, again, that all dairy farms are the same. Some of the resolution to this is activists need to restrain themselves from inviting themselves onto farms, and farmers need to prepare a factual argument against these activists if they come into any confrontation with an activist. How it affects you, so all industries are being targeted by activists, but for farmers it's not just a business or a job, it's their lifestyle. It's a way for them to provide for their families, as well as it gives other people jobs from around the world that come to work on some of these big farms, and it provides for their families as well, and it provides for all the people that are going shopping at a grocery store, and the majority of the food that they see on the shelves are from all farming and all types of industries. These are my references, and some of the pictures are my own pictures.